Hey everyone, and welcome to Women Who Rock the Rich Center. It's the show where we highlight a female member of the Rich Center team. Today we are joined by Erika Campolito. Erika, let's rock. Erika, can you tell us a little bit about your role and how many years you've worked with the Rich Center?
Yeah. So I am a classroom supervisor, and I've been here for 13 years, I believe now. I mostly work with the young adults and secondary, so middle school through young adult programming, and I also run the adult programming TOPS at Youngstown State University.
13 years is quite a commitment.
Yep.
Thank you for your dedication to the Rich Center, Erika. Why did you choose to bring your skills to the center? Was there something specific that drew you to be a part of this team?
I am actually a history teacher first, and I was teaching in Youngstown City Schools. I had an amazing co-teacher in the special ed department, and I thought, I think I need to go into special education, and I saw that the Rich Center was hiring, and I thought this would be a great opportunity, and the rest is history. I've been here ever since, was able to get my master's degree focusing in special ed and autism, and just truly found what a joy it is to, make a difference if I can in everyone's lives here.
Well, Erika, I definitely noticed the hard work and the long hours you put in here at the Rich Center. And personally, you've helped me out so much. So thank you. Thank you very much for everything that you do. Do you have a favorite memory or moment at the Rich Center? And why is that memory your favorite?
Oh my gosh, that is a tough question. There are so many good memories. One, in more recent history, the dance that we hosted last year for our families was one of the best memories. Just the joy that a lot of our students felt, and the safety of being all together at the dance, and of course getting our dancing shoes on and jamming out to some good music.
The school dance is definitely a hit. I know the students love it, the parents love it, the staff rave about it, and I am so glad that we have the opportunity to do that again this year. And who doesn't love a little good music?
Yeah.
That's sort of the reason why we're here today, too, isn't it? What is something that you'd like to tell people about autism who aren't really familiar with autism spectrum disorder?
I think that mostly it is a spectrum. And you might hear this a lot, but once you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. Everyone's autism, everyone's different, just like everyone without autism is different. So just accepting and knowing, that it's not cookie cutter. There's going to be different aspects for every student with autism.
I think that's a common theme that we've heard here. Everybody's their own unique person, and we can't just put everybody diagnosed with autism in the same bubble.
No,
we have to get to know them on a personal level and see, what we can do for them specifically.
Absolutely.
How can we increase awareness of what autism is and how it affects these individuals diagnosed with autism, and how can we benefit their families? How can we make their lives better?
I think being present in the community in a variety of different ways really benefits not just those with family members with autism, but the community to be aware of what autism is, that our students and young adults are capable of so much, working in the community, participating in the community. So just being vigilant and, being positive, and maybe educating someone even just a little bit when you're in public about, hey, this little guy has autism. We're working on sitting at a restaurant. That's why we're here today. Thanks for being patient with us. Things like that, just so all of those people in the community too can be aware of what autism is.
So a little more community engagement.
Yes.
Don't shy away from talking about it. It's not a taboo subject.
No.
It's a real life thing, and more people need to be aware of it.
Absolutely.
Because chances are you're going to come across somebody in your lifetime who is affected by autism in some way, shape, or form. I know the latest CDC statistics are showing 1 in 36 kids are being diagnosed with autism. So chances are you're going to, come across that.
Absolutely.
So we have Rock the Rich Center happening in May, and both performers are women who literally rock. Do you have a favorite female musician of your own?
So yes, absolutely. 2, as a matter of fact. 1 truly rocks. Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac have been.
Who doesn't love Stevie Nicks?
From my mom and dad when I was younger, but really when I started high school, they had a reunion tour, and from there it was, Stevie all the way. And of course, I have to love Adele from this modern time. And she doesn't rock so much, but she's a great musician.
Adele has been a popular choice too.
Oh.
Adele and Stevie Nicks. I love Stevie Nicks. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Me too.
The Rumors album I thought was great.
Yep.
Have that on vinyl. Love to listen to it at home. What is your favorite song? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be by Adele or Stevie Nicks. I know you said they're your favorite female artists, but is there a specific song out there that really resonates with you?
Oh my gosh, it is so hard to pick. Music is a big part of my life. I was going to major in music in college, and I chickened out, and probably a good thing because it led me here eventually. I don't know if I can. When growing up or when I was younger, Rhiannon from Fleetwood Mac was one of my favorites. Still, when it comes on, awesome.
I'm singing it in my head right now.
And I often do. And there's no internal dialogue in my head. It's always music. So it's hard to say, but that was always a favorite of mine.
Awesome, Erika. Thank you. Have you ever been to a concert? If so, I mean, have you been to one recently? What's been your favorite concert experience?
So a lot of concerts. One of the best ones was Cher and Cyndi Lauper.
It's all rockin' women. I love it.
That was a great concert. More recently, of course, the Vindies last year, our concert, and some country concerts. And of course, when they're here in Youngstown, you got to hit up the concerts.
You got to support live local music, right? Another question for you. So do you have a specific Rich Center success story? I mean, maybe featuring a specific student that you've worked with. You don't have to necessarily mention a name, but is there a success story you'd like to share with us?
Sure. When I started, I was in a primary grade classroom, so roughly kindergarten, second grade. And I had a student that was on a behavior plan because he was trying to sit for at least 30 seconds. So set a timer, every time he sat, got rewarded. And of course, we increased that time. And that student went on to be in our St. Charles inclusive program, graduating from there, and is now very successful in an inclusive local high school in the 10th grade and on a team and some.
That is a tremendous success story. That is a great success
story. It's amazing. And for me, being one of the first students I ever worked with here, it's just phenomenal.
That is awesome, Erika. Well, I want to throw one last question out to you, and it's sort of just an open question. I mean, before we end this interview, is there anything that you'd like to add about the Rich Center, autism spectrum disorder, community awareness, Rock the Rich Center? Is there anything that you'd love to get out there that I haven't talked about?
Just if anybody ever has any questions, call us. We have a tour video online now, thanks to a great student worker we have. And we're always here to help and answer questions. And even if your child is not a student here, give us a call if you need anything.
Awesome, Erika. Well, thank you for your time today. Thank you for everything that you continue to do for the Rich Center that you've already done. And you rock.